Huge news for the unemployed. Luigi Mangione's 2 charges against himself of violent terrorism have been dismissed. They have been dismissed. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. He still faces a second-degree murder charge, but still, 2 of them have been dismissed. 2 of them have been dismissed. He's still, he's this one. This one still stands. That's still a thing. But you're probably wondering how that's even humanly possible. What happened there? What happened there? So let's read the article. A judge dismissed 2 charges related to acts of terrorism as Luigi Mangione, the accused slayer of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, made his first Manhattan courtroom appearance in 5 months on Tuesday. Judge Gregory Caro tossed out the most severe charge, first degree, accusing Mangione of MURDER as a crime of terrorism. The judge said the evidence presented to the grand jury was insufficient to support the charge. Now I want to point this out. They were so thirsty to get this man in prison. They were so thirsty to get him in prison. They forgot to do due diligence. I am hoping, I mean this with my whole chest, I am hoping the FBI, with the other incident that happened, did better than these guys, because holy Jesus. Let's read the rest of this. This is very important. While the defendant was clearly expressing an animus towards UHC and the healthcare industry generally, it does not follow that his goal was to intimidate and coerce a civilian population. The terrorist charge. Yeah, it was not. And indeed, there was no evidence presented of such a goal, the judge wrote in a decision issued on Tuesday morning. This is why it's very important. The language of things are being used. Earlier today, made a video about hate speech. The language is very important in the law, the specific language. I want to point this out. This is why I'm so fearful of hate speech and why the law may protect, or more so, attack you for hate speech, because this is very important. Let's read more. Prosecutors argued Mangione's action intimidated or coerced employees of United Healthcare, but Caro rejected the argument. Those fears are not enough to justify a terrorism charge. Caro also tossed a second degree, relating it to an act of terrorism. The rest of the indictment remains, with the judge refusing to dismiss another charge to which the accused person has pleaded not guilty. I mean, like, I just want to be real here. His lad didn't really do anything. Luigi's like, I didn't really do it. That's horrible. That's evil. By the way, if you've ever been curious about my opinion on Luigi doing this, I think it's evil. I think it's just pure evil. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think it's messed up that he did it. I think taking life is horrible because someone's gonna replace the CEO. I've always stated that I've not changed my stance on this. You can look back on my previous videos about this. You can't martyr somebody and expect change. Like, you can't do that because people are gonna say, well, he's a bad guy. A lot of people have been affected by insurance claims and things of that variety, and it is a horrible thing, but people will still be behind him over this. They're still gonna be behind this. The only reason that this gets a bit more support is because Republicans and Democrats have also been affected by insurance. That's the only reason why a lot more Republicans are on the side of Luigi, despite the fact they may disagree with him on most things. That's the whole thing there. So, with respect, we respect the court's decisions and we'll proceed with the remaining 9 counts. There's a lot of counts there. The Manhattan is... So people were saying, this is a huge victory. I've seen a lot of people twist this narrative. He's still going to prison for life. I want to point this out. He's like, that didn't change anything. He's still going to prison for life. In addition to second degree, Mangione will be tried in state court on 2 counts of criminal possession of a weapon in the second degree, 4 counts of criminal possession of a weapon in the third degree, 1 count of criminal possession in the fourth degree, and 1 count of criminal possession of a forged instrument in the second degree. So he still has a crazy amount of things he's going against. I just want to point that out. He's getting a lot of support. This is kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. This is just funny. President Luigi cosplay, saying free Luigi. That's just funny. I can't even. That's just funny. So his next hearing is scheduled December 1st. So yeah, that's what's going on there. The accused slayer of Brian Thompson is going through that. So first off, Let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comment section below. Very curious to see what everybody thinks of this, because we've had a lot of near symbolic and horrifying things happening within this. Now, if you're curious, if you're ever curious about how I feel about the taking of a life, please remember, it's always bad to me. I mean this with my whole chest. It is always, and I mean always, gonna be bad when this happens. Because you guys think that if I take out the top with violence, it will be good. That's not true. That's not true. The only true way, this is why I've watched many shows. I've watched many things where people say, well, this guy's responsible. This is why I didn't care about the Diddy trial. This is really important. When Diddy was on the stand and he was getting accused and all this stuff, everybody was saying, oh, this is going to fix the music industry. This is going to fix so much. Wrong, stupid. Diddy is a scapegoat. Diddy is just one of hundreds of people. Harvey Weinstein's gotten taken down. There's going to be another Harvey. There's going to be another everything. There's going to be another Diddy party. There's going to be another. There's going to be another. There's always going to be another. Always, always, always. Because nobody wants to do the actual hard work of attacking the ideals. There are two ways to get actual change. If every Republican, Democrat, liberal, conservative, everybody, all of them came together, right? And rushed and caused this chaotic downpour across the entirety of America. If that happened, then we'd get some change. That's never going to happen. Just want to point that out. That would never happen. Ever. It would never happen. The second way to get change is to present legislation and law that is infallible, to attack the very core systems and change them from the inside out. That is what you must do. You see, I love One Piece. This is really specific. I love One Piece. And people are saying, Dragon's going to take out the Celestial Dragon sucks. He's a horrible character. And if you don't know One Piece, Dragon is the main character's father, and his main goal is revolutionary, and he wishes to take out the top brass. And people criticize him for saying, oh, he's not destroying people and attacking them. He's not killing people. The reason being is because if you do that, you know what happens? Nothing. Another person will replace him. Nothing. That's all that's gonna happen. And I might make a One Piece video about this. This is gonna be great. I could make a One Piece. I can spin this to a One Piece video. So yeah, this is just news now. This is just news. So have a lovely day wherever you are. Bye. I gotta go to work. Bye.
I'm your Nick and night, be my Laurel. Happy to try what you need. Your world, I love to live in it. I love the ride when you're free.